Welcome to Finding Monsteroids, show about finding monsters, right?
Right.
We have traveled to the heart of the Amazon forest, and we have stabbed this creature, and it's a blowhole, and we are in trouble because this is the Encantado. I'm Adam.
I don't know what to do with what you just gave me, Adam. I'm Baly, and today we have from Sans Pants Radio, from Myths and Legends.
Yes, Plumbing the Death Star. You might have heard him on Shut Up a Second, or Jackson's Baly Spooks America.
He's the strongest man I've ever known.
And that is Jackson Baly.
Thank you. That is the great... Having somebody say the strongest man they've ever known is what an awesome intro.
Thank you.
And because people don't know what I look like, they're probably imagining me as some Herculean beach hunk right now, and that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. I was like, what's the best intro here? Let me just see if I can top that.
You nailed it.
Yeah. All of your powers on full display. So the episode that we're talking about is called Estamos, Encantados. Should SeaWorld hire Were-Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Jackson, not to put you on the spot immediately, but have you heard of the Encantado before this?
I don't think I had, which is shocking. I think, or like, I might have heard vaguely of the idea of like a were-dolphin, but I think with were creatures, it's always the kind of thing where it's like anything could be a were monster. So, like, what am I trying to say? It's like I never heard of it as an individual creature, more just like a variation on the werewolf myth. Mm-hmm. So to find out it was like a real creature with like a decent amount of lore behind it was exciting. It's good stuff.
Now, Adam, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did you know what an Encantado was before I pitched it?
No, I did not know either.
There you go.
we're just breaking the surface of this river.
So what are the rules for an Encantado? What is the lore behind one? How do they operate?
All right. Well, I am glad you asked. So an Encantado is fundamentally a dolphin that turns into a person rather than vice versa.
Okay.
One of those werebeasts.
So it might be more of a dolphin were.
Yeah. Well, doesn't were mean like human being in Old English or something?
Yeah.
So
a human wolf is a werewolf.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I guess it's like a dolphin human. Yeah.
I think were means man in Old English. I saw a werewolf series on YouTube from Jackson's fair homeland of Australia, Gail Kingsmill.
Oh really?
Yeah. They called the female werewolves whiff wolves, which was...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
That adds up in several ways.
Yeah. But anyway.
So, it's crazy to think of, like, a dolphin becoming a... Because when a human becomes a wolf, it's like... You got, like, I've lost my humanity, I'm, like, eating chickens or whatever. But, like, when a dolphin becomes a human, are they like, I've gained my humanity, I'm farming chickens or whatever.
It's
like,
time to party.
How does it work how does it work in reverse?
Actually,
that's so interesting.
Adam was closer with that one, actually. So they are... The vibe is they change into, like, an attractive young man, and they dress in all white, and they have to put on a hat because the blowhole doesn't go away when they transform.
No.
Perpetual blowhole.
I have perpetual blowhole somewhere around here on vinyl, I think. Stupid.
Is the blowhole on top of their head, then?
Yeah.
Is that where it migrates to? Wait, I guess it's on the top of a dolphin's head. It doesn't migrate at all. That's crazy.
Right, yeah.
Stays up there.
It just stays, like, they can...
Well, because I was like, for some reason, I was like, a dolphin's blowhole is right in the middle of its back. But that's not true at all.
No.
I have to reevaluate what I think about dolphins.
But it goes back, neck, head on a dolphin are really interchangeable.
Yeah, it's all the kind of same real estate. That's true.
It's a continuum.
So, the Encantado, when it emerges at night from the river, dressed as a handsome boy in white with a hat,
Does it specify what kind of hat?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole spectrum out there.
Okay, this is a whole other episode, but this is a good question.
You got top hats, beanies. Those like camper
Yeah,
ones.
what's the perfect hat for to hide a blowhole? I guess that depends how big the blowhole is. In my mind, it's like a white fedora is what I've been imagining, or like
to match the
or
suit?
maybe a white pork pie hat. I don't know. Yeah.
A lot of the art on the internet that I found for Encantados is something to that effect, actually, like a fedora.
All right, yeah.
Which is very appropriate because the Encantados kind of raison d'être. There's a thing that means like its vibe or the thing that it does that sounds like Encantado, and god damn it, I just fucked it up. But anyway, it's attracted to parties. And what it does is it goes and it finds a young woman there and seduces her and takes her back to the river and impregnates her, or just bewitches her, or turns her into an Encantado and takes her away to a magical dolphin kingdom where there's just eternal happiness and youth. They come here because they crave the hardship of human society.
Which is a lot to unpack. I find that, as a human, hard to desire.
Yeah. I really like that the dolphin, what clearly happens with the Encantado is they're like, I crave human society and pleasure. And so they come to our world, and they go to a party, and they meet a pretty lady, and then clearly at a certain point, they're like, this sucks. I want to go back to the dolphin kingdom. And so they just return to the river. They don't crave human hardship for very long.
That's like... That's like when you decide to go camping and you're like, oh my god, this is so much work.
Yeah, just time to wash my hands. Oh no.
I want to pitch this to the group here.
For sure.
When I go camping, I don't shower. Because, like,
fair.
The showers at the campsites, like, they always feel bad.
They've got terrible energy. Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad you're on my side about this one. Like, you're not cleaner.
Yeah, and also, you're either going to shower in a camp shower, which is gross, or you're gonna shower under, like, you know, those showers, I don't know if you've ever used them, where it's like a bag of water. It's like a camp shower you bring. You know the shower? Do I sound insane?
Not more insane. This sounds like something that's real, but it does sound insane, yes.
It's like a sack of water that you hook over like a tree, and it's got like a shower head attached to it and a string, and you pull the string, and the water comes out of the shower head and showers you.
It sounds like an elaborate, like, Dennis the Menace trap to trick someone into showering.
For a long time, when I was 13, when we were moving into my parents' new house that they were building, we lived in a caravan, and for about 6 months, that was the only shower I had. It was one of these bag showers. And it was terrible, because it was outside, but, like, on a property. I had so many naked showers just on my property when I was 13. That's crazy to think about. But I didn't bat an eyelid. I don't know. It was just like, oh yeah. And then I was like, thank God I got a real shower. Anyway, that was just a little diatribe about my past. Please go on.
I think I started it, to be fair.
I think the Encantado would have similar feelings about the outdoor shower. Like, this is just wrong.
Yeah.
There's a good river right here. It's full of we just had some flooding up here in Philadelphia recently, but it's full of hepatitis. It's fun. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good. It's a blast. Get in there. Get wet.
The women leave the Encantado's pad. It's a lily pad. And they encounter they go on to have Encantados of their own.
That is the explanation for conceptions out of wedlock. Is the son of a dolphin is like the bastard thing over there. I also read some papers that whole thing was made up. Like, they don't actually use it as an excuse for that, and it's just like this weird sexual fantasy cuckoldry thing where, like, the Encantado comes into people's houses.
That's great. I mean, that's what you always want, because, you know, it's like for explanation of children out of wedlock, that you feel like somebody's having a bad time and that there's some element of shame there or something. But if it's just like, there's a bunch of people who are so horny and they're like, what if a hot dude came out of the river right now and was a dolphin, and then we fucked, and then he went back to the river, and I went back to the river and had dolphin sex forever, then that's just wholesome. That's just awesome, wholesome fun. That's somebody's excellent sexual fantasy. And yeah, I'm for it.
That's just a bunch of pats on the back.
That was...
Yeah, exactly. Cheers all around.
Man, I gotta do the rest of the podcast now. Fuck.
Have we uncovered something?
We're barely uncovered it. We have a whole... Let's just do this one early. Squatch Lorette.
This is a game that we play where we talk about, would you go give the Were-Dolphin a rose?
Yep.
On a dating show of some kind.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely. I think dolphins are already, they have a sexy vibe before they become people already, I think. I think we all might pretend that this isn't true, but we all know whether or not we're actually attracted to dolphins. We can all agree that of the animal kingdom, if there was a Richter scale for sexy, the dolphin would shake it slightly. Yeah. That's just life. Okay, we're all adults here.
They're slick, they sing.
I am disturbed by how much you're convincing me right now.
Yes.
I'm not saying that everyone in the world agrees with dolphins, that they want to bone down with a dolphin. But we have to agree as adults that even if it's a 0.001, they're registering as a little bit sexy. Even if you don't want to have sex with one, they're registering on this scale I've designed. So if one of them could become a sexy hunk of a fella and come out of the river and put a dolphin baby in me, hell yes, he's getting a rose.
Well, Adam?
Guaranteed.
Yep. Oh, the reverse Swatchler?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I would see what's down with this guy in his blowhole. This lady in her blowhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, female Encantadas are a more recent kind of invention, but that also exists, of like a hot lady that just comes into your house and like...
It parties and we have a good time.
Cuckolds your wife, whatever female version of cuckoldry is. I don't know enough about that. I'm so innocent, clearly.
I'm not involved in the cuckold industry, but...
I've only gone at length about Slender Man's tentacles on this program before. Sorry, Jackson. Hi.
Yeah. I'm not a component of the cuckold industry, but this seems like the best version of it.
Industry?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they've got exports.
Yeah.
Had a long day at the cuckold factory.
Maybe not exports, but they have at least imports.
Rude.
Yeah. Working away at that corporate cuckold machine, for sure. I think that's an extra sexy element to the whole Encanto idea, the cuckolding side of it, or the cuck queen, which is the female equivalent of a cuckold.
Thank you. I now have a career goal.
Damn, it's great, and I love how egalitarian it is. Anyone could be a cuckold. That's beautiful, I think.
Yeah, it should be an open market.
It should. I agree. So I love that element of the Encanto. That's everything coming together to make it one of the sexiest monsters I know of now.
Agreed.
I also read that this was on Wikipedia. The legend may have partially been inspired by the similarity of dolphin genitalia to human genitalia.
Interesting.
And I would like everyone to just Google dolphin penis really quick.
Yeah, okay.
I'll have to turn safe search. Oh wait, it was already off.
I have it bookmarked.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't really look like a human wang, terribly.
No, not even a little bit. Just like more like a horse's than anything, which makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this one.
But now, dolphin vagina.
Okay.
Same folder, bookmark.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's superhuman looking.
Way
sort
more.
of. Not really. A little bit. It's more human looking. The moment I said that, I was like, let's walk that back.
My thoughts exactly, yes. So, there's a Reddit post that's just, like, one of the first results when you search dolphin vagina is a very crude Reddit post, shockingly.
Saying that thumbs up.
I'm gonna read it verbatim here.
Please.
I'm just saying dolphins got better pussy than humans. Human pussy looks nasty, dolphin pussy cute AF. I'd suck on a dolphin's pussy.
That's powerful.
Adam,
that's powerful stuff.
I thought you didn't go on Reddit anymore.
I somewhere I have to my voice must be heard.
How? I don't know how I managed to throw you under the bus for that one. Thank you for taking the heat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the other powers that the Encantado has.
Right. So, one of the many powers that it has is shamans and healers and such in the area sell body parts of dolphins, often not from actual pink Amazon river dolphins, but from marine dolphins. Yeah, imported from the actual sea.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So they sell dolphin eyes to be kind of like an amulet to protect you from the Encantado. And they also sell dolphin penis and dolphin vagina, dried, powdered, and ground up, and you rub, if you have a vagina, you rub the dolphin penis powder on it to be sexier.
Okay.
And the dolphin vagina powder on the penis to make it sexier.
That's interesting.
And I feel like this would work.
Yeah.
If the Encantado existed, if it's about in the rivers and stuff like that, it comes out every now and then, hell yeah, it's got inherent powers like these.
I think I would be scared if I was rubbing Encantado vagina dust on my penis, that if I met an Encantado, that it would be furious with me for rubbing genital ash on my genitals, and that it might take some kind of revenge upon me. I think that's the only reason I wouldn't do it. I'd be scared of retribution.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. It would repel Encantados in the way that, like, you know, in the way that black paint repels, like, Christians.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to unpack that one.
Yeah, Christian people hate black paint.
I was thinking of the opposite of like rainbow flags.
Oh, I see. Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still lost.
So that's what shamans do with them. Some of the other powers I see listed here is that they can control storms.
Yes. Some of the different powers that are just attributed to the Encantado that are just like baseline, like enchanty witch type monster it can control storms, it can enchant people and paralyze them. A lot of these are symptoms of dolphin bewitchment, which is a...
Okay.
So after a supposed encounter with an Encantado, people will often... Like, this is a real thing that people are actually, like, afraid of.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
The Amazon area is a very conservative, very rural sort of area, and they're very repressed over there. Hence all the dolphin fucking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The weird thing is, you're not allowed to kill a dolphin there, because that's bad luck, but then how do they get the eyes? How do they get the parts?
Maybe it's like you can't kill one of the pink river dolphins. But if you kill any other dolphin to get their genital powder, then that's fine.
That explains the imports.
That
makes that a little bit of detective work there.
It's not contraband in that sense.
Okay. Yeah. It's like how mammoth ivory is legal, technically.
Yeah,
mammoth tucks, you can sell those.
You can work with that.
Yeah, they're not endangered.
Yeah.
They're already all dead. You're good.
They're done. You can, yeah.
Yeah, I think we understand a little bit more about our Encantado buddies. Let's talk about sorting them into, like, our modern-day world.
Right, yeah.
So you were suggesting, I think, earlier that we put them at SeaWorld. Is that the idea?
Yeah. Ever since SeaWorld's whole thing with the orcas kind of went down and the public perception shifted dramatically, which I just watched Blackfish for the first time this afternoon, and... As someone who works with animals, let me tell you, it's not a good watch.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can't imagine.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so ever since the perception kind of turned, I've been thinking about, like, killer whales are, like, the thing at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
True.
Without them, you'll have... That's their major pull.
That's their Batman.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, that's their dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Not quite that bad.
You're not going for the seals, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, if you get rid of them, then, like, what's the mascot? You know, what's, like, the big tentpole animal? And my pitch is Were-Dolphins, because they can consent and be employed.
You can hire them with a salary.
Yeah.
And also, the Encantado really craves that hardship of human life.
Oh, yeah.
So you might not even have to pay it. You could just be like, this is what it's like.
Wait, Jackson. That is slavery.
But the Encantado's like, I want this hardship, and you're like, well, dude, I got nothing but. You're welcome to it. But we can also give them money if they want, of course. But it's just an option.
I feel like the money would be pretty useless to them. They go back into the river, it gets all wet.
They buy hats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy hats somehow.
They already come out of the water dressed to the nines. They're actually dressed to impress at work.
Pay them in coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay them in doubloons like SeaWorld does.
Yeah. Is the Encantado in our mind? When I'm going to see it, if I'm in the splash zone watching it play around, is it looking like a human being or like a dolphin?
Well, first off, splash zone must have a completely different meaning.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm getting cummed on in the audience, guaranteed. But
why else would you go to SeaWorld?
well, exactly. Why else would I be there?
Yeah.
I want to see the Encantado do that, when a dolphin's on its flipper, its tail, and it's moving back and forth, clapping. But it's just a guy, just a handsome man, just jizzing into the crowd. But
not where I thought you were going with that.
it's not the problem of having the Encantado at SeaWorld that either I'm just seeing a dolphin, which is cool, I like to see a dolphin, or I'm just seeing a nude guy swimming, and then neither of these are terribly exciting things to see at SeaWorld.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Or do we get to see a change? Do we get to see a change?
yeah.
If I
Yes,
get to see
yes,
a
yes.
change.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I see him having a little Batman type situation where during the day, he'll walk around all of SeaWorld as a man, chatting up, partying, having a good time. Then at sunsets or whatever, he'll put on the show.
Okay.
Where he turns into a dolphin and does all the cool dolphin stuff.
Oh, all right.
Or vice versa. He's a dolphin all day, then it's all right, it's time for the evening festivities, the VIP experience.
Now, there is a problem here that I have with my idea that I have not come up with a solution for, and that is that the Amazon River dolphin, the Boto itself, which, there's Botos, the regular river dolphins that have, some supernatural properties, kind of like how a kitsune, like a fox in Japan, would have that. And then there's the Botos Encantados, which are these dolphins that turn into people and fuck.
Okay.
So the problem is the Boto is just not a very good-looking animal.
Oh, no.
That's a shame. It is a bit pink. It does look a bit skinned. Yeah. Which is pretty gross.
Previously, I had thought that, the pink was a selling point. Oh, it's pink. What animals are pink? That's crazy. But now that you point out that it is, colored like skin, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it looks like, either somebody has pre-skinned this dolphin, and I'm looking at it without, and this is crazy to say, I know, but without its fur, or that it's like human skin wrapped around a dolphin's body, which is upsetting to think about.
That said, looking at those colors, I could see why someone might see this and say, "Oh, hey, that's probably a dude at sometimes."
Absolutely. And I think it's kind of it does look a bit magical as well. So I kind of get the thinking there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going down a Boto hole right now.
Yeah, SeaWorld's a pretty good... Do not go down the Boto hole. Do not follow him back to the river. Yeah.
But I think if you could see, I liked your idea of having it be a person wandering around SeaWorld all day that at sunset changes into a dolphin, because I think it's so funny to imagine just seeing a guy with he's wearing a t-shirt that says I'm a dolphin or whatever, and you're like, what's your deal? And he's like, tonight at sunset I'll become a dolphin, and I'm like, oh, okay. Cool, dude.
You know what's wild?
Yeah.
When I applied to work at the aquarium, one of my duties would have been dressing up as Sally Seastar or Larry the Lobster or whatever. That just made me think, what if they had this guy walking around, but he was dressed in a mascot dolphin costume?
Oh, and at the end of the day, the costume jumps into a water and it's a real dolphin.
Oh wait,
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a way better take than what I was doing. I thought he was just going to be really upset for a while.
The foibles of man.
Yeah, this is stupid. Why am I not just a dolphin all the time then?
Yeah. Oh, that seems like it would be much easier.
Yeah.
Or a dolphin, and we have the dolphin dressed like a man all the time, and then like we do the reverse. It just looks like a dolphin in a human costume, and then I can become a human in the evenings, you know.
The Encantado just passing as a dolphin, but he like talks and like has conversations with you.
Yeah.
It's basically the dolphin trainer and trainee, but it's one guy.
Do we think a problem with having the Encantado in SeaWorld is how horny it'll make everyone? Do we think that's a problem for, like, typically you're not massively horny when you go to SeaWorld, but
Typically.
I mean, like I said earlier, dolphins, they register on that sexy scale, so I can't make a blanket statement that you're not horny at SeaWorld. But the amount of horniness is going to increase dramatically if we have Encantados here, because they're beautiful, they're they're seducers. So is that going to be a problem for SeaWorld, or is that good? Is that you're like, I definitely, while I'm at SeaWorld, I want to go to the Encantado enclosure because I want to get horned right the fuck up. And that's bringing in more customers for SeaWorld. Like, what, do we think it's good? Do we think it's bad? What are our thoughts?
I think it's definitely a demographic shift. Like,
True.
I feel like this is not a child-friendly destination at this point.
It's becoming a Nick at Night.
Yeah,
for sure.
I also would like to say that I think we might run into some HR problems. With him
fair.
Reacting with other cast members and just the people in general.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the rate of hypnosis successes are. I don't know if it's like 1 for 1, or if it doesn't work out, he like cools off.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be the kind of thing where you'd be watching as the Encantado is like doing tricks or whatever with its trainer, and then all of a sudden it takes its trainer into the ocean to his dolphin utopia, and you're like, oh, I guess they're just good. Huh, whoops.
They already do that at SeaWorld, except the killer whales just take the trainers to die. And that's worse.
Yeah, that's far worse. It's far more upsetting to see. You know, that's true.
At least you know what you're signing up for this time around.
This is a net positive.
Yeah, it's good for everyone. The Encantado's no longer in a tank. The trainer's off to a beautiful dolphin utopia. You got to see a cool thing. Yeah, that is good.
Another Encantado power we didn't mention is that in addition to hypnotizing humans, they can inflict illness, insanity, and even death.
Oh.
Yes, this is the culture-bound syndrome I was talking about earlier of a dolphin bewitchment, where like after you have an Encantado encounter, you can just feel like you're paralyzed. There was one story that I read in a paper by Cravallo, Mark Cravallo, in 1999. I read actual academic papers for this program.
Yeah.
It's not all fucking.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
That's just the chocolate around the nugget core,
Right? Yeah.
of information.
So there was just like this long story about this girl and her boyfriend that had an argument, and like it ended with like, and also he was an Encantado the whole time, and it just went on about like. Antoinetta said that Mark had quarreled with her earlier that Thursday, and I was like, this is just reading like some.
It's fan fiction.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But then it ended with her saying like she couldn't move and her voice was all gravelly. Like she was just lying down in a hammock, unable to move, and her voice got gravelly.
It's a darker side to the Encantado. I think previous to this, I sort of assumed they were not all good, but like at least a force for just basic pleasure. I don't know why they would additionally drive us insane. That seems like a cruel trick to give us this sexy dolphin person, and then too bad, paralyzed now, dead now.
Maybe there's good and bad ones.
Well, that's true.
Maybe they're driving us insane in a good way.
Maybe it's, we're insane with pleasure or whatever, you know?
The good kind of insanity.
They're drawn to parties. I feel like they could really make SeaWorld just pop the fuck off.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
Although I wonder what type of parties. There's different degrees.
Just,
yeah.
I mean, not a good kind.
Well, are we talking like a frat party? Or are we talking like a nice get-together with a couple friends?
What if there's different kinds of Encantados that are attracted to different parties? Like frat party Encantados? Bat mitzvah Encantados?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Different party Encantados, birthday parties.
I know what hats they're wearing.
Yeah. Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah. And most it's gonna be like most parties come with their own hats, but that's not true.
Birthday parties do.
Everything. Yeah, they might be the only ones, to be honest.
When's the last time you wore a birthday party hat?
It's been a good.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
Yeah.
It's a great hat, the birthday party hat.
I think once a week I could pull off a party hat, except for the little string.
Yeah.
I think I need to get a custom made one if I'm going to do it every day.
Yeah, that's true. To be able to bring the birthday hat into full, popular fashion, I think you would need to make some modifications. But I think it's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something I'm wondering.
Okay.
Does the Encantado ever have sex with dolphins? Because
oh my god.
Or is that like a no-go?
Because this sounds crazy, but it should be able to, right? Because it's human half the time and dolphin half the time. So presumably half the time it's making sweet love to us human beings, and the other half of the time it's making sweet love to the other river dolphins. I just think that would be fair.
Does it bring the river dolphins up here?
Oh, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Now it's gone to like some weird OCD thing where it's like, all right, no, these people need to go here. These people need to go here.
Maybe for every human being, that it brings to the dolphin kingdom, it brings a dolphin. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Very sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. It is sustainable. It's like planting every tree you cut down. That's good.
Is that where all our dolphins come from?
Whoa.
Like we're talking about them being employed at SeaWorld. What if they already are? And that's why there's dolphins in SeaWorld.
Oh my god.
You might have cracked the case.
I didn't know there was a case to crack, but you did.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah. It's the question everyone's asking. Why are there so many dolphins at SeaWorld? Who put them there?
Well, it's not because some people in the 70s just went on this insane, horrible, roundup.
No, it has to do with a mystical river dolphin.
Yeah.
Well,
of course.
One other fact about them shifting forms that we haven't mentioned yet.
Well, wait, hold on. So, I don't know if it's okay for them to fuck regular dolphins.
You think that's
because they have a level of sentience and the actual dolphins don't?
Yeah, I think there's multiple Plumbing the Death Star episodes about this.
That is a good point. That does break my one golden rule. Yeah, no, fair call. They couldn't, unless they could give those river dolphins with their Encanto magic some level of sentience, then you're right. Otherwise, it's amoral and they shouldn't be doing it.
But then, because if they could have sex with dolphins and people, and that were just ethically okay to do, then people could have sex with dolphins, and that would be fine. And it's generally considered not.
You don't want to build that bridge.
No, especially because the dolphins can't fuck on it.
That's true. Yeah.
One of the situations we didn't mention that you brought to my attention was that Encantado, when they're changing in between forms and they die, they stay halfway there.
Oh yeah, no, there's stories of you find an Encantado with your lover, and so you shoot it with a harpoon or something. That's also part of the wish fulfillment, is if I found someone fucking my wife, I would just shoot it with a gun and America, except Latin America.
I'd shoot it with a harpoon. That rolls.
That shooting anything with a harpoon. Are harpoons legal here in America?
I don't. How do you get a harpoon? What do you do?
I'm sure you could just go down to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy one, frankly. It's a goddamn mess up here, man.
Yeah. I think they sell them in the golf club section.
Yeah.
It's one of the...
It's technically a pointy golf club harpoons.
Yeah. You get a 4-hook.
Yeah. Boo.
Right next to the tridents.
But yeah, no. So you kill an Encantado, and then and then you in human form, and then the next day, a dolphin washes up dead on the river with a harpoon in its back. Ooh, and sometimes it's halfway changed back.
That's so funny.
It's this awful Animorphs thing.
Well, I find it funny that there's any doubt about these creatures when half versions of them wash up.
I really like that. Because it's a variation on a classic myth. It's the there was a wolf attacking people in town, and we shot it in the leg, and then the next day, the old crone in town, she had a shot leg or whatever. But with this version of the story, there's a scene missing, where they're I catch the Encantado with my partner, I shoot it, scene missing. a dolphin washes up on the shore. Like, there's no part where they're like, what happened to the dolphin that was sleeping with your wife? What?
Well, it runs away. It runs away into the river.
Oh,
and then it washes up. Okay, no, yeah. I didn't go into that part. I thought that was implied.
I was like, what?
I didn't.
Shoot it. Then you just leave. You just get out of there. And then later it washes up on the shore. I keep imagining the Encantado when it's half dolphin, half human being. It's like a dolphin's body, but then with human legs, like sticking out of where the tail would be.
Which is the funniest version.
Yeah.
I don't think they would be able to stand up. They'd be very top heavy with that. Dolphins are big. Even
yeah, they
dolphins.
are. Yeah, that's true. It can drag itself along, I guess.
Oh, God.
No.
Now, here's a question. Would you fuck that?
We can't do this for every
Yes,
I don't know
can.
what the...
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
I would maybe find that easier to have sex with, to be honest. Because it's at least got a human, like, I don't know. I have to have sex with dolphin genitals otherwise, so...
That's true.
Wait, hang on. No, I don't. I got the Encantado mixed up. This would just be just as easy, I think.
Yeah.
To have sex with.
Same
Yeah.
case if you reverse the centaur.
Yeah.
It's a human top half and a dolphin bottom half.
Oh.
Or is that no good?
That's a mermaid.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I came back to mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, or where's the human half coming out of?
Well, you said, the one is, dolphin body with human legs instead of the tail.
Yeah.
Where the tail
Mhm.
is. So it's got, human butt, genitals, and legs. And then, dolphin the rest of it. So then the reverse of that would be dolphin, tail, and genitals, and lack of legs, and lack of butt, and human the rest of it.
Okay, yeah, cool. Well then it's like a mermaid. Because I was imagining, like, if it was coming out of the top of the dolphin like a centaur, then that would be different. But yeah, mermaid, yeah, absolutely, I'm boning down. Guaranteed.
I think the worst combination of this is dolphin flippers, up front, dolphin dick, human everything else.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
I would want to. I don't know if I can party with that.
No.
You can't really dance much. You can't pick up the punch at the punch bowl.
Yeah, that's no good. No good at all.
Can't put on the hat.
Yeah.
So he's got the blowhole showing.
Okay. Put on the hat. Maybe now we're talking.
Oh, wait.
Smartly dressed.
Oh. No, that's a keeper.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I like we mentioned earlier that shamans and stuff give you eye amulets and stuff like that to prevent attacks from Encantado and stuff like that. Do people also do the hat check? Do they
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. If you show up at a party wearing a hat, people will be like, I don't know who you are. Take off the hat. Let me check for the blowhole. There's a blowhole in this hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Somebody's arrived at the party you don't know, and you're like, who's that? You're like, I don't know, pretty suspicious. Wearing a hat. I don't know. I wouldn't have worn a hat. Suspicious to wear a hat. But also, what do you do if you take the hat off and you do find a blowhole?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. You're gonna have to leave.
Grab my harpoon. You're not here for my wife.
Yeah.
I'm just here to party.
Yeah.
I'm a normal bat mitzvah in Encantado that just is here to party. We don't do that other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't a bat mitzvah. Well, can I hang out anyway? Hey.
Yeah, leave me, be kind to me. Treat me with kindness. I'm just an Encantado looking for a good time.
To your point, that's a part of the population. If people are looking under hats, hoping that there might be a blowhole there. It's now it's a party.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Encantado's here. Yes, somebody's going to the Dolphin Utopia tonight.
All right.
Oh yeah.
7 minutes in the Dolphin Utopia. So, here's a question. You're in San Diego or you're in Orlando, and you're a Were-Dolphin from 9 to 5 when the park is open.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do from for the rest of the day?
Oh, are you saying am I a person or am I a dolphin?
Yeah, I love that Third Eye Blind song.
I think I would probably spend time just walking among people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think an interesting question is I crave human hardships. The Dolphin Utopia is a utopia. So I'm here to sort of suffer and bone down. So I might work 2 jobs, I reckon. I think that's what I would spend my time.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, so it's high school.
Oh, yeah, true. Pleasure and hardship. Damn.
Easy joke.
Yeah,
But yeah, I reckon I would get a night shift job and a day shift job, and then I think very soon I would realize this sucks, and I would go back to the dolphin utopia. I think that's what would happen to
You
me.
know, you could do that. Dolphins have a thing where they obviously can't breathe underwater, so like half of their brain sleeps at a time.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa.
So it sounds like it matches this energy really well.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You could never stop working. Become dolphin rich.
Oh, no.
You gotta chase that bread on that dolphin grind, and then when you're rich as hell, you're like, why did I do any of this? I don't need money. I'm a dolphin. Damn.
I feel like that describes... I think you just defined the entirety of the human world as it currently is. Except instead of I'm a dolphin, it's like I'm a person. I only...
Yeah.
Why did I work so hard packing hot dogs for other people when I could have been eating hot dogs that whole time? Why is that the height of luxury for me? What's wrong?
But yeah, for that very reason, I think it's dangerous to give, like, Disney of all people, this type of employee.
Disney is not... SeaWorld is not owned.
Oh, are they not?
No,
okay.
no. Anheuser-Busch owns them.
Let's
say that Disney owns SeaWorld, though.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But giving the working class access to an employee like this is a terrible precedent. This is bad news for everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true, because soon they'll be like, well, why would we ever hire you when we could hire an Encantado who can work literally 24 hours a day? But then we gotta unionize the Encantados and be like, actually, you deserve better than this, buddy. And then, presumably, because you're getting close to the dolphin person, you just end up having wonderful, mind-blowing sex and going to the Dolphin Kingdom. That's the trick. Any conversation or any interaction with an Encantado, it eventually ends with you in the Dolphin Kingdom. Which I don't think is such a bad thing. Really?
Does the Dolphin Kingdom have sovereignty? Like, do they need a work visa?
Yeah. Well, where is it?
Oh my god.
On like another plane of existence?
It must be. It must be like elemental
What's
plane
so
of-
good about it as well?
Yeah, if I go there, do I just swim around as a dolphin the whole time? Just living it up?
Yeah.
Are there like land party equivalents, but for the dolphins and the Encantado?
Well, maybe not. Maybe that's why they come here. There's no partying. Rock and roll is illegal.
Oh no!
How is it a utopia if there's no partying for the Encantado?
I don't... Well, because like, they've eliminated the need for partying because it's always so fun anyway.
Yeah.
You don't need to party if you're never working.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, it tracks.
Yeah.
And to an immortal being, this can get tiring after a time.
Absolutely. For sure. They gotta come and experience some of that human struggle. That's the human struggle. It's exciting for them because, yeah, they're bored of that infinite paradise. That makes a lot of sense.
It makes the human partying so much sweeter.
Yeah.
So, I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And this is a question, Jackson, that we derived from our discovery that every Pokemon fits into one of these three categories. And that is therapist, therapy animal, or needs therapy.
Okay.
Which category does the Encantado fall under? I would not go to an Encantado for therapy.
Wouldn't you? They know how to party.
They do know how to party.
I feel like their
Great
solutions
taste in
are
hats.
limited.
Yeah. I feel like the Encantado, it's the kind of thing that I might go to when I need therapy, but like, I'm just going into like a Encantado hole to like, drown my sorrows with mind-blowing dolphin sex. I don't think I'm really getting better. I don't think I'm really confronting my problems. I'm just distracting myself. So, not a therapist.
Yeah.
It would also make a pretty bad therapy animal for the same reason, although it is comforting, I guess.
It is a party animal.
Yeah.
It is technically also, unlike most of our therapy animal picks, literally an animal.
Yeah.
It's actually a dolphin that turns into a person.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. It isn't it isn't.
Usually we say they need therapy if they don't have their life together, but I think the Encantado has a pretty good 24-hour cycle.
That's true.
Yeah.
But also the Encantado is seeking out hardship, and I don't think the Encantado is living a very healthy lifestyle. So
Seeking hardship is not healthy.
no, seeking
Yeah.
hardship and like kind of meaningless sex You're just like powering through people, taking them to your dolphin kingdom, and then you're returning to the human world to do it all over again. Like, you're not forming sustaining relationships and stable relationships as an Encantado, are you? Really?
No.
I think it needs therapy. I think it needs to sort its life out.
Needs therapy, sounds great.
The last, 50 episodes we've done that game for, it's been needs therapy.
Because, believe it or not, monsters got troubles.
Yeah, monsters
Shocker.
are struggling. It's true. Yeah, they're going through it.
All right. Let's go to our final game here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we take the Encantado to the final rating place.
The final rating place. I have no idea why it's been Russian this whole time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, well, we basically get rank the Encantado as a monster and how
Okay.
powerful we think it is. So, do you want to start us off, Baly?
Yeah. The Encantado, it's kind of a don't go into the woods type monster, which we've run into a couple times on the show.
But the woods is a river.
But the woods is a river. And also the woods is, getting careless at a party with strange men.
Yeah.
That's a good moral.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, actually,
It's very true.
And also, not enough dolphin monsters on this show. Not enough dolphin monsters in general.
I would agree. Of all the all the werewolf affiliates and associates and alternates, I think it stands the test of time because it's got it's a whole other thing going on, and it's culturally relevant.
Yeah, we call it Were-Dolphin because that's, now you know what it is. Now that you know what the episode's about.
Yeah.
But, it really is its own thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think as well, a lot of the other were creatures that you hear about, they tend to all sort of, feel like a werewolf. Like, I know there are were hyenas and there are were panthers and stuff like this, throughout mythologies, sort of internationally. But the were dolphin is, pretty unique, and I think comes with its own kind of horror as well, because...
Oh, yeah.
it's not, a werewolf horror, the horror of a werewolf is typically kind of bestial, you know what I mean? It's like you're scared of how feral it's getting or whatever. But a dolphin, it's kind of wet and oily and, oily. But you know what I mean? It's a slippery horror that I think is rare to see in a monster. So I like it for that reason. I like how slippery it is.
Yeah, it's slippery in both appearance and reputation.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to give the Were-Dolphin a strong 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give the Were-Dolphin 1.75 blowholes out of 2.
Nice. That's pretty
a healthy
good.
number of blowholes.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a different ranking system every time.
I reckon this is a top tier monster. It's unique. It's a bit scary. It's sexy as hell. I think it fulfills a lot of criterias. I think this is an S tier monster for me.
S tier.
S tier.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jackson. This has been an absolute blast.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me a platform to say that dolphins are a little bit sexy. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me at all.
Sure thing.
I like to think that when I'm listening to Plumbing of the Death Star, Jesus God, when I'm listening to Plumbing the Death Star, I like to think that I'm either the Jackson or the Joel Dusher of this program. And because you two both did not set off my activation phrase for this episode, which was pointing out that we have just been ripping off Plumbing this entire goddamn show, I'm going to just go ahead and rip off one of Jackson's other shows and just down this shot glass of hoisin sauce. So here we go.
Yeah!
We've been sitting on a...
Enjoy that sauce. Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad, huh?
Oh wow. Oh my god, that's amazing. Holy shit.
That can't be true.
Poison works?
Poison works.
Wow.
And also just ingesting sauce like that. You're onto something.
It's the best way to do it. Truly, it's the best way to drink
my God.
sauce. Is to shot it like a shot of liquor. Yeah.
Besides Saucy Boys, where else can our listeners find you, Jackson?
If you go to sanspantsradio.com, you should see a list of a bunch of podcasts. I'm on a lot of them. Plumbing the Death Star, Thumb Cramps, Spaceless Speculation, Shut Up a Second, D&D is for Nerds. I'm all over the shop. And you can also find me on Twitter at AllDogsAreDead and on Twitch at twitch.tv/JacksonBailey. I'm all over the fucking shop.
Yes, I gotta say, your Twitter is something horribly incredible.
Thank you.
My reaction to every tweet is usually, "Oh my god," and then I laugh.
You just sent me one of Jackson's tweets like 2 days ago, I think. That was just like reading the Netflix pitch instead of the obituary at the funeral. And it was, what if a vampire but for piss?
Vampire but for piss. That one did so well for such an idle thought that while I was sitting on the couch half watching an episode of The Simpsons, I was like, what about a vampire but for piss? And the magic was born,
We just did an episode about what if the Invisible Man but for other senses?
Oh,
I think we might need to do what if a vampire but for other humors.
Yes. That's a great question.
Other sauces inside them.
Ooh, hold on. This is a good time to bring in Saucy Boys. Do you think we can get Jackson on the show?
I'll drink sauce.
Well,
whatever.
It's been a blast, Jackson.
Thanks for having me.
Hope to talk to you again sometime real soon.
I had a blast as well. Thanks for letting me on.
And thank you, listeners, for joining us. And have safe travels this evening. And if you party, make sure you check under your partiers' hats.
Oh, yeah. Every time I see the name Encantado, I want to sing Despacito to myself. But goddammit, Jackson's here, and I wanted to hold myself to a higher standard of comedy, and I've largely failed. Goodbye.